Howdy, friends. Wayne with Lone Star Country, and our good friend is with us today, Pauline Reese. She's out in the hill country in Texas. Pauline, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm hanging in there just like everybody else, I guess.
I guess that's exactly right. Pauline's a singer-songwriter. She's been nominated for a Grammy. She's had awards like Entertainer of the Year in Texas twice. She's been the Female Vocalist of the Year in Texas 5 times, had lots of #1 albums in Texas and Oklahoma. She's working right now or just finished up her 7th album called Lucky Number 7. And on that is a wonderful song called Trail of Tears that she did a duet with Willie Nelson. But in talking to her earlier, I came to the realization that music is important to her. It's very important to her. Probably more important than music is being a mom.
Definitely. Matter of fact, the reason I'm calling you from the cafe is because our Wi-Fi was down at the ranch, and I'm sitting here with both of my girls, and
Right.
they are doing online classes, which is pretty crazy. And I'm trying to, do my job in between all of the shoulder taps, and I need helps.
I said, I know being a parent is tough right now, especially with kids in school, and I know you're going through that left and right.
Oh yeah, and kids out of school. I mean, we're doing a lot of online classes because I'm starting to get on the road again, and it's just been a nightmare with all of the Zoom and things that don't work, and our system doesn't work for the teachers or for the parents. And being a single mom with 2 kids and being on the road is really insane right now. I also do residential and commercial real estate during the week. And so I'm filling out contracts for music and contracts for real estate and trying to do homeschool. So I kind of laugh when some people, their only job is music and they have no children and they've never been married. And they say, I'm the hardest working person. I'm like, ooh, be careful with that. There's a lot of moms out there with highlights,
I think balancing your career and your family has just got to be so difficult right now. I mean, in the pandemic, you can't do music as much as you used to.
It's interesting. I'm glad that I got into real estate for sure.
Tell me about how you came up with the Hold My Baby tour.
I don't have somebody to take over while I'm doing my job. My husband at the time had a job, and so I just had to make do and take him with me. And I said, hell, hold my beer and watch this, hold my baby and watch this. And so it was just a little saying that I had, and there were a lot of girls who were trying to get their foot in the door
Sure.
of places that I was already in and playing. And so I said, I'd like to help facilitate more women being in the industry. And so I called up some girls that I knew, and I said, hey, you want to be a part of this, and let's start a tour. And so that's kind of how all of that came about. We went around playing places acoustically, doing song swaps so that they could be heard, because they couldn't even get the club owners to call them back most of the time.
Yeah. I know it's difficult for any artist, but it's extremely difficult for female artists. It's just not right. There's so many great female artists out there and with great songs, and unfortunately we just don't hear them.
Well, anyone who says differently hasn't been in the industry long enough. I've been in the music industry performing in a band for 27 years. Being an independent artist that's truly independent, I don't have a big team or a record label running everything. I run it.
On Lucky Number 7, you've got a single that you're going to be releasing, if you haven't already. It's called Trail of Tears, and it's a duet with Willie Nelson.
He's my #1 mentor in the business, and I've always followed what he said, and will continue to do so as long as I can soak up that knowledge like a sponge. I'll be doing that. He's really supported my career over the years. I played farm aids. I've played picnics over the years. We've just done a lot of different things together. And I asked him if he wanted to finish the song and co-write it. He said, sure, send it over. And yeah, we got it done. I called him. I said, what do you think? If there's a line you want to add, a word, it's, you'll get co-write, whatever. I'd love to put your name on that. Who wouldn't, right?
Sure.
And so he said, no, it's perfect. He said, let's cut it as a duet. And so it was his idea. We went in and did it. And then once I got it done, he wanted to put it on one of his albums. And then the timing just kept getting messed up because the record label's out of New York and they do legendary, it's like legends. So everything they were doing was old songs, Gershwin, Merle Haggard tribute. So it just never seemed to fit, Ray Price tribute. So the song never got put on an album. So he said, just release it, Pauline, put it out there, let people hear it. So that's what I did. And then COVID hit. So yay.
Yay.
You can knock me down, but I'll get up. There's a piece of me that you can't touch. Save your breath. You can scream out loud and cry and shout. You'll never know what I'm about. Save your breath. You never listen anyway. So what else is there left to say? Don't try to change me, rearrange me. You don't make me who I am. You can't save me. Don't try to break me. Save your breath. You're up and down like a merry-go-round. You're so lost you can't be found. Save your breath. Your lies come down like an avalanche. You come to me for a second chance. Save your breath. You never listen anyway. So what else is there left to say? Don't try to change me, rearrange me. You don't make me who I am. You can't save me. Don't try to break me. Save your breath. Don't try to change me, rearrange me. You don't make me who I am. You can't save me. Don't try to break me. Save your breath. Save your breath. Save your breath. Save your
Well, Pauline, I appreciate you being with us today on Lone Star Country. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy, busy day.
So just go to paulinereese.com or follow my Facebook, Pauline Reese Official. And then my Instagram is just Pauline Reese, all the rest of my socials. And pretty good about doing announcements on where I'm going to be. So I sure do appreciate everyone's support. And I just want to send a message out there to all the parents. Hang in there. I'm with you. I get it. I understand. And if I can do it from the road with 2 kids and single mom, you got this. So, you know, hang in there. And if you can't, just have a glass of wine or 2 and take a deep breath.